E-Invoicing in the UAE. From 2027, paper invoices and regular PDFs sent by post will no longer be legal documents for businesses in the country. This is the largest reform in tax administration since the introduction of VAT in 2018. Let's explore what is changing, why the government needs this, and who will be affected right now. An electronic invoice is not a scanned document or a PDF file sent to the client by email. It is a structured XML document that is generated according to a strict template and verified through the government system at the time of issuance. The reform is being carried out by the Ministry of Finance and the Federal Tax Authority of the UAE. The legal basis has already been approved. These are federal decrees law, as well as a number of decisions from the Ministry of Finance and the Cabinet of Ministers, adopted in 2024 and 2025. Technical data is transmitted over the international Peppol network through an accredited provider, the so-called ASP. This provider verifies the invoice, converts it to the PINT-AE format, and forwards it along the chain. The model is called 5 corners: the seller, their provider, the buyer's provider, the buyer, and the 5th corner, where the data arrives simultaneously, the tax authority itself. Previously, the tax authorities only saw the company's operations when it submitted its declaration, once a quarter or once a month. Now information about each account is sent to the regulator almost instantly, at the moment it is issued. This significantly increases transparency and reduces the scope for errors and manipulations with reporting. The transition is divided into several stages. From July 2026, a voluntary pilot period will begin. Companies can connect in advance and test the system. Companies with an annual turnover of 50 million dirhams or more are required to select and connect a provider by the end of October 2026 and to fully switch to electronic invoices by January 1st, 2027. Businesses with a lower turnover are given more time. The mandatory transition is from July 1st, 2027. Government bodies will connect last from October 2027. Important point: the main criterion is not whether the company is registered on the mainland or in a free economic zone, but rather the annual turnover. The mandate applies to transactions between companies and with the state, B2B and B2G. Sales to end consumers are not yet included in the system, as well as a number of specific exceptions. For example, certain air transport operations and some financial services. Fines are provided for non-compliance. The absence of a connected system or provider results in a fine of 5,000 dirhams per month. An untimely issued invoice incurs a fine of 2,500 dirhams for each instance. Violations related to the storage of electronic data range from 10,000 to 20,000 dirhams. At the same time, businesses have the opportunity to prepare without risk. Companies that switch to e-invoicing voluntarily before the mandatory deadline are exempt from penalties for the entire voluntary period. This time should be used to test processes, train employees, and choose a provider without haste. Prepare your business for the transition in advance, together with the Dynasty Business Adviser team.